All right, so in this guy, they're telling us the equation of the normal line to the graph. So, or they're asking us which one of these is the equation of the normal line. They're also telling us that dy dx is equal to 2. And remember that dy dx means the same thing as y prime, which also means, they all mean slope of the tangent line. So if I do the derivative of this function, which by the way, it's a chain rule where the outer function is e to the x and the inner function is 2 to the x, right? If I plug 2 to the x into that function, I get e to the 2x. The derivative rule for an exponential, when x is in the exponent, is you recopy the exponential. You recopy the base and the exponent, and then you do ln of the base, so times ln of the base, which we don't have to do when the base is e because that's just 1. And then chain rule applies here. The inner function was 2x, so times the derivative of the inner function. Why do we need to do this? Because we need the point of tangency to determine which one of these lines is the equation of the normal line. So if I know the derivative is 2, I can take the derivative, set it equal to 2, and solve for x. So I set the derivative equal to 2, and I'm going to divide both sides by 2. I get e to the 2x equals 1. And then I know anything to the 0 power is 1, so I know that 2x equals 0. But if you do logs, I guess you could log both sides. That's how you get rid of that's how you bring the exponent down. So now I get the ln of 1 equals 2x by properties of logs. And then ln of e we know is 1, so that's how you kind of got rid of everything on that right side. You got the x down out of the exponent. So this means now that ln of 1 equals 2x. And we know that the ln of 1 is equal to 0, so then we divide both sides by 2, and I get x equals 0. So now I can go through and find the equation of the normal line. It happens at an x value of 0 is our point of tangency, which we use in the normal line. How do we get our y value? We can plug 0 back into the y. So e to the 0 is equal to 1. Anything to the 0 power is 1. So now I have my point of tangency, and I have my derivative is 2. So the normal line is going to have a slope of negative 1/2. So I can write my equation, y minus 1 equals negative 1/2 times x minus 0. So I get y minus 1 equals negative 1/2 x. And then if I add 1 to both sides, I get choice A.